Hello students, I am Professor Zuhair Mirza. I am an MA in English Literature and a B.Ed. I have 11 years of teaching experience. In today's video, we will study a poem from your English course book, Class 12. It's a new syllabus and today we will do the first poem from Unit 2, 2.1, Song of the Open Road by Walt Whitman. Now students, before we understand the stanzas of this poem, I would like to tell you about the poet Walt Whitman. Who was Walt Whitman? Walt Whitman was an American poet, essayist, and journalist. Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American literature and is often called as the father of free verse. Students, most of Walt Whitman poems are free verse. Free verse means the poem does not have a regular rhyme scheme. Okay, without rhyme scheme. So this is called free verse, and Walt Whitman is often called as the father of free verse. His major work, Leaves of Grass, was published in July 1855. And it became immensely popular in that era. He was a great poet and his poem depicts emotions. His O Captain, My Captain, a poem written on the death of Abraham Lincoln, the ex-president of United States of America, is widely popular. I would advise you to read that poem. So now student, let us focus on this poem, Song of the Open Road. Now, what does the poet try to tell us in the lines of the poem? What is the theme of the poem? The central idea of the poem. Now student, the central idea of the poem is self-awareness, self-identity. Now here Walt Whitman has set his journey, not a journey to visit the world or a world tour. It's a journey of life. He has left his home and he has embarked on a journey to learn about life. He wants to know people and about the places. As I told you, this poem depicts about self-awareness, free will and tenderness of heart. Free will, like whatever you desire to do in your life. So here, Walt Whitman, he has left his home without telling anybody and he just moved on in his life just to learn life about people, about places. He felt that staying at one place, however it is very quaint, captivating or attractive, but still we should move on from there to learn something different. And to learn something different, student, how you will learn it? If you embark on a journey. That is why the title of the poem is The Song of the Open Road. In this poem, the poet has highlighted the road because the road signifies mobility. And road also tell us that we are on the move to learn something new about the world. So now let us see what is he trying to tell us here in these two stanzas. And on the whiteboard, I wrote two stanzas. We will study these two stanzas simultaneously. So let us start with the first line of the poem. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me. The long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Now, in the first stanza, you can see the first line, afoot. It means going on. He has set his journey afoot. It means he has started his journey by walking on the road, not by a car or by a bus or by a scooter. He has left his home on his foot to experience the life, the journey of life. Light heart, there is nothing in his heart. Very clean hearted, he moved his home and he is going to experience something new on the open road. I take to the open road. Open means very nice open road. Nothing is there on the road. Just quiet, he's walking and experiencing things in between. Healthy, he is healthy, free. And he can see the world before me. He can see the world. As he's walking, he can see the different things on the road. The long brown path. Now he is describing the road on which he is walking. It is dusty, it is browny, and it is very quaint, means very attractive. Before me, leading wherever I choose. So here, the poet, Walt Whitman, is taking his own responsibility that the road which I am walking on, I am taking the full responsibility that which path I will choose. And which path the life will take me to. So here, students, we have learned about Walt Whitman, where he has started his journey very light and he has described the road as a long brown path, and he is saying that I take the responsibility from this line wherever I choose. I can go wherever I choose. I think that that road will give me a good experience. I will go there, that path. I will not listen or I will not follow anybody saying I'll do what I like. So this is what there in the first stanza. Let's come to the second stanza, student. Henceforth, the meaning of henceforth means from now on. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune. Now here he is saying, I pray to the Lord, not for the good fortune. Oh God, I am embarking on a journey. Please bestow on me your blessings, your luck. No, he is not praying to God, and he doesn't want to pray to the God. He is saying, I myself good fortune. He's saying, I am myself. I am the maker of my fortune. I will not pray to God for good fortune, for good luck. I am the maker. I know what journey I will choose. However it is rich or poor, good or bad, I will experience it. I will not blame anybody on my journey. Henceforth, means from now on, I whimper no more. Whimper means cry. Cry or complain or get irritated. No more. Postponed no more. I will not delay anything. Whatever I want to do, I will do it today. I will not say I will do it tomorrow. I will not postpone anything. Need nothing. I expect nothing from anybody. It is my life. It is my journey. I will experience everything, however good or bad. I don't want anything with me. Done with indoor complaints. Now here he means complain with objections. Now he's saying, I'm done with indoor complaints. Whatever means he was in the house or with his friends, whatever, done with it. Okay, I'm bored now. I want to do something new. Libraries, querulous criticism. Querulous means complaining. You know, why he did that, why God has done this to me. No, everything is done now. Now I want to keep all these things back. Let bygone be bygone. Let me experience something new. And while experiencing something new, if I have to face something fatal, I will learn from it, rather complaining. Done with it, indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticism, strong and contained. He's saying, I am strong, I am satisfied. Contained means satisfied. Whatever I have learned from past, I will experience this journey of life. I travel the open road. I want to travel the open road. I am strong, I am contained. I want to leave these things. Done with indoor complaint, libraries, querulous criticism. He wants to keep these things at the back. He doesn't want all this thing. He wants to experience something new. However, it is there in his mind, but he doesn't want these things to hinder his journey. Okay, so now students, we are done with stanza 1 and stanza 2. Now we will learn the rhyme scheme or rhyming words. Of course, as I told you, this poem is a free verse poem. So this poem does not have rhyme scheme and rhyme words. Let's do figures of speech. Now let's see the first line. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. You can see here the first line is not in the correct order. The prose is not in the correct order. So whenever you see a line that does not have a correct prose order, that line or that figure of speech is called inversion. It is called inversion. Okay? Next, the long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Again here you can see we have inversion, but we'll focus main on the first line. It's an absolute inversion because it is not in the correct order. Let's move on with the second stanza. Henceforth I ask not good fortune, I myself good fortune. So you can see that, student, this line has repetition. So whenever you see repetition in the line, so that figure of speech is repetition. Student, the right spelling of repetition is this. R-E-P-E-T-I-T-I-O-N. Students, I am an examiner. When I assess board papers, I come across some horrendous spelling of repetition. Please, this is the right spelling. It's R-E-P-E-T-I-T-I-O-N. Some of you write R-E-P-E-A-T-A-T-I-O-N. That is wrong. Okay, student. Now, one more thing we can see here. I and myself. Yes, they are pronouns. But if you think according to figure of speech, the meaning of I and myself is same. So we can also say it is tautology. This two line. It is tautology. Okay. Next. Henceforth I whimper no more, postponed no more, need nothing. So again you can see, student, no more has been repeated. So here also we have repetition. Repetition. Student, the word whimper. Whimper means cry. Cry expresses sound. And the word that expresses sound, the figure of speech here is onomatopoeia. onomatopoeia. Okay. Then done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticism. So you can see here in this line the ideas are arranged in an ascending order, in a very chronological order, in a very sequence. So this figure of speech is climax. Okay, and again complaints and querulous. Two different words have one meaning, complaining, complaining. So here complaints and querulous together, it is tautology. Okay. Strong and contain, I travel the open road. As I told you, this line is our exact inversion as compared to this one. So I didn't write here inversion, but this line is also an exact inversion. The prose is not in the correct order. So this is my inversion. So students, in these two stanzas, what have we learned? Let us revise it once again. So in stanza 1, I told you about Walt Whitman. He has set his journey. He has decided to leave everything back and move, embark on the journey of life. Light heart, not keeping any grudge in his heart and all. Moved on. He's healthy and he can see, he's standing on the road. He has not used any vehicle. He is walking on foot. Long brown path. He is describing the path he is walking, and he is taken responsibility that whatever path I will go, it will be chosen by me. I am taking the responsibility of everything. The second second stanza, he is saying that henceforth I ask not for good fortune. Means saying like he will not pray to God for good luck. He himself saying, I am the maker of good luck. I will not cry. I will not postpone anything. I don't want anything. Everything is done. The complaining, crying, thinking, depression, everything I will keep it back. I am now strong and satisfied. Now I want to walk on the road, because road will teach me. I will experience something. I'll meet people, I'll meet places. So we have done the poetic devices like figures of speech. In these two stanzas, there are no rhyming words and rhyme scheme. Okay. Now we will do stanza 3 and stanza 4. Now students, in stanza 2, the last line was about strong and contain, okay, and he is embarked on the open journey, like he is ready. So why is he saying that? Because he is saying in third stanza, the earth that is sufficient. He is saying earth is sufficient for me to grab things and to learn from them. As I told you in the beginning that the poet, he has done everything in his house, dealing with people, complaining, crying over things. Now he's saying, I want to leave that place and I want to go on a journey so that he can experience something. And here in this third stanza, he is saying that earth that is sufficient for me to learn, to get experience. I do not want the constellations any nearer. Now here, student, the poet mean with this word constellation, of course in a scientific way the meaning is stars, but here in this context it means influential group of people. The meaning of constellation here in this context, the poet has used in this context, it means influential group of people. When he is saying, I do not want them, I don't want them to be near to me, I am done with them. I know they are very well. I am not complaining that they are wrong, they are negative. That is why I am away from them. I know they are very well, and wherever they are, they are very good. I know they are suffice. Suffice means good enough for those who belong to them. So I have no complaint about those people, the influential people, the top-notch people, the people who really like to talk to them, to be with them. I know they are very well wherever they are, and I know their suffice means good enough, and they are good enough for whom? Who belong to them. Those kind of people. I mean to say, constellation means influential group of people. And here the poet says that I do not want to be with them. I don't want them to be near me. They are good wherever they are, and they are liked by those people who belong to them, or that kind of people. Okay. So here in the third stanza, he is talking about influential group of people. And here he says he doesn't want to stay with them, and even he doesn't want them to be near him. He's saying they are good, they are very well, and they are doing good in their life. So, many people like them, and who like them? The people like them. Okay, let's come to stanza number 4. Still here I carry my old delicious burden. I carry them, men and women, I carry them. He's saying us, men and women, are you listening to me? I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them, and I will fill them in return. In the fourth stanza, he says that I have embarked on a journey of life. I am out to meet people, to see different places, to experience from them, to experience something new. And when I am moving, when I am walking on the road, I have my old delicious burden in my mind. He is very positive about burden. Whenever the word burden is negative, but here he used the word delicious, that shows that he is very positive about that. According to the poet, it is the part and parcel of life. We should not crib. Everybody has burden in their life. So here he is saying, I have a delicious burden and I am carrying them. See, he is 2 times he used the word I carry them. Men and women, are you listening? I carry them with me wherever I go. Why? Because he can differentiate. He can differentiate that what is the present scenario, the present meeting with the people and the ambience of the place and what he had experienced in the past. And he is carrying them with now, all those burden with him now, so that he can differentiate. I swear, he's saying, I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. Rid of means get away. Of course, nobody. Can you? Can you rid off from your burden? No. Nobody. Nobody is away from their problems. It is buried in our mind, but we do not show it, but we learn from it, and we experience it. It becomes a part of our learning. So here he is saying, I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them, those problems, those burden. I know I am filled with them. I am completely filled with them, my old burdens. And now I am on the road. Which road? Journey of life, where he is experiencing people and places. When I'll return back from that road, again I will be filled with new burden. So he is saying that the problems occur. There is no stoppage, In every path of your life, you will come across, problems. Our problems are so colossal. However, it is big. But students, this too shall pass. because that time, at that present, we feel it is a problem, but nothing lasts for long. In future, you will realize that you have learned that problem turns into learning. So here, even the poet Walt Whitman is trying to say. So let us have a quick what we have learned. I told you in this poem, Walt Whitman, he is talking about self-awareness, free will, tenderness of heart, journey of life, and he is more focusing on self-freedom. Why? You can see the stanza number 1, where he has written, he has told us, I will choose my path. He has full freedom to choose his path. However path is rich or poor, however the road is rich or poor, he is out to experience people and places. He is out to learn or to start something new. So this is what the poet is saying. And he's saying whatever now, means he says that we should not stay at particular place for long. However, the place lure you, means attract you, it feels like, no, we should stay here. No, you should leave that place and experience something new. Start new, learn new. And from there, you will become content and you will become experienced. And that time, students, you will learn how to deal with life. So here in this poem, Song of the Open Road, the poet tries to talk about the journey of life. And journey of life should be decided by a person, an individual. It should not be bound by others. You go there, this place is nice, that place is nice. No, what your heart says, the tenderness of heart, free will, self-freedom, self-identity. You will experience, when you will go on a journey, you will tend to become a new person on your new journey, every new journey, because you're experiencing a lot of things in your life. Okay, now let's see figures of speech in stanza 3 and stanza 4. Stanza 3, the earth that is sufficient. I do not want the constellations any. Now here, student, the poet is, using what? This word we actually use for stars. But here in this context, he has used influential group of people. So here we can call it metaphor, indirect comparison. Okay, I know they are very well where they are. You can see here they repeated, it's repetition. Okay, I know they suffice for those who belong to them, they and them. Same meaning, tautology. Still here I carry my old delicious burdens. Students, can you ever heard the burdens are delicious? Don't you think the poet has used a very weird statement of delicious burden? Okay, burdens, can we ever feel that burdens are delicious? So here the statement is little absurd, very contradictory statement it is. So whenever you see any line that is very absurd, contradictory, that line, that figure of speech is called paradox. The statement seems absurd, but here according to the poet, it is true. I carry them, I carry them. You can see, student, here, I carry them, repeated twice. Again, this is repetition. Men and women, you can see the opposite, antithesis. Opposite ideas. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I, me, same meaning, tautology. Okay, I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. Okay, them, repetition. Now student, the most important thing in the poem. You can see here in the poem, the poet has used this I. It's a special use of I over here. What does it signify? It these I signify what? Self-freedom. Self-freedom. Self-identity. Self-identity. It may ask in your examination. Okay, so what is the use of I? Why does the poet use I more in the stanzas? So you must say for self-freedom. He is out because he doesn't want his life to be dictated by anybody. He wants to take experience, but from his own will. That is why here you can see free will, self-awareness. He doesn't want anybody to tell him what to do in life. He said he is responsible for his journey and he is responsible for what he will learn in life. So students, in this poem, how many stanzas we have learned? There are 4 stanzas we have learned. And we have learned what these stanzas told us and what we have learned from these. So from Song of the Open Road from Walt Whitman, I told you student in the very beginning that Walt Whitman was a very emotional poet. He was very influenced by Abraham Lincoln, and he wrote, "O Captain, my Captain." And very nice poem it is. And here also how so nicely he has talked about life. Students, in life experience matters a lot, and he wanted to take experience. He didn't use bike, he didn't use car, he didn't use bus. He walked on his foot on the long brown path to experience what? Life. Okay, so students, in this poem we have studied figure of speech. As I told you, this poem does not have rhyming words, a rhyme scheme. Such poem is called free verse, and even Walt Whitman is called the father of free verse. Thank you for watching this video, and we will do activities based on this poem. Thank you.